Call Mr. Lyttle.
Thank you, Principal Deputy Speaker. Given that we have around 7,000 people with dementia in Northern Ireland who don't have a diagnosis, a quarter of people diagnosed with no information of support, and around 90% feeling that support they receive is inadequate, can I ask the Minister how he intends to support the Alzheimer Society Right to Know campaign?
Very supportive of the Alzheimer's Right to Know campaign, and I work closely with the charity in that field. We have to understand that whilst the percentage of people with Alzheimer's is falling, the overall numbers are rising dramatically because we're in an ageing society. And that is putting tremendous pressure on the clinicians, because there's a greater awareness of Alzheimer's, which is also combined with larger numbers. And therefore, it's still a real challenge. But Northern Ireland has actually been commended as the best region in the United Kingdom for making an early diagnosis of dementia. So we're getting it right to some extent. I have to set aside £35 million every year in the health service budget simply to take account that we're an ageing society. And therefore that gives you an indication of the pressure I'm under. So we are making some progress. I hear regularly of reports in the media of some breakthrough cure or diagnosis for Alzheimer's, and I really hope it's successful, because the fact is at the moment there is no quick fix for this awful condition, that it's progressive and it causes huge difficulties to sufferers and families. Nothing would make me happier to introduce some form of medicine which would lead to a curtailment of the progression of the condition, or even better. So we are doing our best in very difficult conditions, but I think we can stand up proudly with the rest of the United Kingdom in what we have achieved. But is that enough at the moment? No, it is becoming a more and more difficult issue as the years progress.
Well, Mr. Lyttle for supplementary.
Thank the Minister for his response and for his support for the Right to Know campaign. Can I ask the Minister, in his assessment, how far we are away from achieving the key targets of the campaign, that are a diagnosis for everyone with dementia, no longer than 12-week wait between first appointment with the GP and diagnosis, and a dementia support worker or equivalent for everyone at the point of diagnosis?
That is the aspirations of the Right to Know campaign. It is not based on any clinical recommendations from those directly involved. And I think one of the reasons for that is that that is extremely challenging. To have a guaranteed wait of only 12 weeks, a guaranteed nurse practitioner looking after the patient, is terribly demanding in the present economic situation. And when I reveal the budget for 15-16, I have to say there will be a lot of pain for a lot of parts of Northern Ireland when it's published. A lot of concern expressed about reduction in services, yet maintaining the high standard of clinical care we have. I don't think we're in a position yet to deliver the right to knows, which could be said to be legitimate demands. But we will continue to ensure that the people of Northern Ireland who have suspected Alzheimer's are diagnosed as quickly as possible and giving the best care pathway in what is a very challenging economic environment.